Anthony Tony Dalton Roche, AOMBE, is a former professional Australian tennis player, native of Tarcutta. He played junior tennis in the New South Wales regional city of Wagga Wagga. He won 1 Grand Slam singles title and 13 Grand Slam doubles titles, and was ranked as high as world number 2 by Lance Tingay of the Daily Telegraph in 1969. He also coached multi-Grand Slam winning world number 1s, Ivan Lendl, Patrick Rafter, Roger Federer, Lleyton Hewitt and former world number 4, Jelena Dokić. Playing career. Roche started to play tennis at school when he was 9. His father, a butcher, and mother were recreational tennis players and encouraged his interest. Roche grew up playing in Australia under the tutelage of Harry Hockman, who also coached other Australian tennis players such as Rod Laver and Ken Rosewall. A left-hander, Roche had a successful singles and double career. He won 1 singles Grand Slam tournament, the 1966 French Open at Roland Garros, defeating Istvan Gulbis in the final. He was 5 times the runner-up at Grand Slam tournaments, the French Championships in 1965 and 1967, losing to Fred Stoll and Roy Emerson respectively, Wimbledon in 1968, losing to Rod Laver, and the US Open in 1969 and 1970, losing to Rod Laver and Ken Rosewall. With compatriot John Newcombe, he won 12 Grand Slam men's doubles tournaments. In January 1968, Roche turned professional, signing with World Championship Tennis, joining other pros like Cliff Drysdale, Nicola Piglia, and Roger Taylor to form the Handsome Eight. Perhaps one of his greatest achievements came in 1977, being called up to play singles in the finals of the Davis Cup tournament versus Italy, nearly 10 years since he had last played for Australia. In the tie, Roche upset top Italian Adriano Panatta, 6-3, 6-4, 6-4, to lead Australia to a 3-1 victory, winning the Davis Cup. Shoulder and elbow injuries cut short his career after having finished in the top 10 for 6 consecutive years. Coaching career. After completing his playing career, Roche has developed a highly successful career as a tennis coach. He was the coach of the Denver Rackets, who won the first World Team Tennis in competition 1974. Ivan Lendl hired Roche as a full-time coach for Roche's advice on volleying. Roche also coached former world number 1 Patrick Rafter from 1997 to the end of his career in 2002. Roche coached world number 1 Roger Federer from 2005 to May 12, 2007. It is reputed this was on a handshake agreement with no contract. Roche was paid by the week. Federer hired Roche for the opposite reason that Lendl hired him, to work on his clay court game. He also coached 2-time Grand Slam singles titleist Lleyton Hewitt, who was aiming to get his career back on track after a number of unsuccessful years on the ATP Tour. On the day of her first-round match against Elisa Klibanova at the 2010 Australian Open, which she eventually lost in straight sets, former world number 4, Jelena Dokić, requested an hour-long session from Roche's last-minute training. Tony Roche also coaches many junior players at Sydney Olympic Park, in preparation for their ATP Junior Qualification Pro Tours, starting in November. Honours. Roche was made a member of the Order of the British Empire in 1981 and an Officer of the Order of Australia in 2001. He entered the International Tennis Hall of Fame alongside doubles partner and close friend John Newcombe in 1986. In 1990 he was inducted into the Sport Australia Hall of Fame. He received an Australian Sports Medal in 2000 and a Centenary Medal in 2001. Major finals, Grand Slam finals, singles, 6, doubles, 15, mixed doubles, 5, Grand Slam record, Australian Championships Open, men's doubles champion, 1965, 1967, 1971, 1976, 1977, men's doubles runner-up, 1966, mixed doubles champion, 1966, mixed doubles runner-up, 1967, French Championships Open, singles champion, 1966, singles runner-up, 1965, 1967, men's doubles champion, 1967, 1969, men's doubles runner-up, 1964, Wimbledon, singles runner-up, 1968, men's doubles champion, 1965, 1968, 1969, 1970, 1974, mixed doubles champion, 1976, mixed doubles runner-up, 1965, 1969, U.S. Championships Open, singles runner-up, 1969, 1970, men's doubles champion, 1967, Open-era singles titles, doubles titles, references. External links, ATP official profile, International Tennis Hall of Fame, Roche's page at sporting-heroes.net.